Hey guys, in the last couple of days, so many migrants, have been getting, letters from the Home Office, and they are required to leave the UK within 60 days. Now, so many of these people who, are in this situation have been able to like desperately reach out to different media outlets, and so many publications, so many, articles and videos have been made by, all of those media outlets just to make sure that these people's voices are being heard. And one of the articles that has really been going everywhere is this particular one that says that thousands of innocent and abandoned migrant care workers are told to leave the United Kingdom. Now, Observer and Bureau of Investigative Journalism find that workers whose sponsoring company have been sanctioned were also being punished. Now, these people, had to cry out because they're confused, they don't know what to do, and many of them paid a whole lot of money to get, this sponsorship only for them to get into the UK. Now, one of the guys that, fell into this situation or is in this situation at the moment, used to work as an investment analyst back in his home country, only for him to desperately decide to come into the UK, get in, and a couple of months after, he discovered that the promises made by the care home that he paid huge amounts of money, about £18,000, actually, don't have the kind of job they promised to provide. And this person has already gotten a letter. And, in my thought, I thought, oh, this is just happening to few people. But the number of people that have been, on my DMs, letting me know, sharing their letters with me, seeing the number of days the Home Office is giving them to get a new sponsor or they have to leave the UK is really, really alarming. And the essence of this video is to make sure people are aware this is not happening. I've made a couple of videos to, announce, and it seems the more videos we make to keep people informed, the more people who are still falling, falling victim of this whole situation. So if you're looking at getting to the care visa and you want to watch this video, or you're currently on a care visa, or someone wants to get into a care visa, then this video is for you. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button below. Before I get right into the video, I'd like to give a special shout out to the sponsor of this video, SWAPMONEY. Now, are you looking at transferring pounds to Naira or Naira to pounds or pounds to 30 other currencies? There you want to check out SWAPMONEY. Now, with SWAPMONEY, you can make money transfer without any hassle. All you need to do is to go on Apple Store or Google Play Store to download SWAPMONEY and register an account using my referral code DANIELJ. And you're going to get loads of bonuses using SWAPMONEY. One of them being you're going to experience, an instant transfer. Your beneficiary gets payment almost instantly, and you don't have to pay any, transaction fee. You can also enjoy the dual beneficiary payment available on SwapMoney, and also you experience real-time exchange rate. So, guys, what are you waiting for? If you're looking at making any transfer, from the UK to about 30 different other currencies, then SwapMoney is definitely your go-to app. So go on Apple Store, download SwapMoney, and start enjoying a seamless money transfer process with SwapMoney. Trust me, you'll be glad that you did. It's going around is saying that thousands of migrant workers, care workers, have been threatened with deportation despite doing nothing wrong after the Home Office took enforcement action against their employers. Now, in one case, a brother and a sister from India who paid a recruitment agency £18,000 to secure care job in the UK, only to find they have been scammed and was told they must find another company to sponsor them within 60 days or leave the country. And this is one thing I've been telling people, and despite the fact that people have been informed about all of these things, they still keep making the same decision over and over again. Now, any sponsorship that requires you to pay each sum of amount of money, such sponsorship needs to be questioned. Honestly, sponsorship is free. I have, at least for me personally, I've gotten like COS from about 3 different organizations in the last 2 years, and none of them has ever asked me to provide sponsorship. Yeah, I understand. I work in tech and I don't do care jobs, but at the same time, the truth is sponsorship in the UK is free. So whenever a company or a recruitment agency requires you to pay for sponsorship, trust me, guys, you need to pay attention. You don't have to, you don't need to. But understand the old desperation. People want to get, sponsorship, they want to start counting their number of years, in the UK towards the indefinite leave to remain. But the question is at what cost? Now, this person paid, or these people paid £18,000 to get sponsorship, and a couple of months later, they're getting letter from the Home Office asking them to leave because their employer just lost their license. And now, the moment an employer loses their license, those under that particular sponsor loses their visa also, and they'll be required to either get a new sponsor or have to leave the UK. And this is really happening a lot, and I think we're not really talking enough about it. People need to be aware that you don't pay for sponsorship. When you do, then you're putting yourself in a very tight situation. I know someone who got sponsorship in January, and by March, this person paid £15,000, and by March, the sponsorship was taken off him. Luckily, we were able to get another care home that was willing to give him sponsorship. If not, he would have been, forced to leave the United Kingdom. Honestly, guys, we need to actually do better. Now, look at these people. Zainab, a contractor, 22, and her brother, Ismail, 25, had borrowed money from relatives to cover the cost of moving to the UK. But when they arrived, they said the accommodation they had been promised did not materialize and they were not given any shifts. Now, in April, they found out that the company that had sponsored their visa had been stripped of their license to recruit workers from abroad by the Home Office, but the enforcement action would also punish them. Now, the siblings were sent a letter saying that because their sponsorship was linked to the sanctioned company, it was no longer valid. Now, they have since applied to more than 300 employers between them in the hope of finding another company to sponsor them, but as is common, they have been unable to find any willing to take them. Now, Zainab, who moved from India to build a better life for her 2 years old son, said they now faced returning home with debts they had no prospect of being able to repay unless they find another sponsor by June. We do not know how we will survive, she said. Now, this other sibling, Ismail, actually quit his job as an investment analyst to come to the UK. Said it is not fair. We are being thrown out without being heard. Now, their case is not a one off. An investigation by the Bureau of Investigative Journalism and Observer has found out that 3,081 care workers had their certificate sponsored cancelled by the Home Office in 2022 and 2023. And this thing is not something that is happening to just few people, it's happening to a whole lot of people, and people need to be aware. Don't get yourself in a situation whereby you have to start running helter skelter. Trust me, guys. I'm saying this based on first-hand information. I know a whole lot of people who are currently in this situation who had to, who had their license, their sponsor license taken off, and they had to get another sponsor within 60 days. So, guys, please, any sponsorship that requires you to pay, you need to look through that particular, offer over and over again. Aside from the fact that people are even getting letters from the Home Office asking them to get a new sponsor or leave the United Kingdom, so many people who are paying huge sum of money are even getting threatened by their employer. Now, I know quite a number of people who, their shift is really terrible. They work practically Monday to Sundays. They don't have like a proper shift pattern. You know the way people work in NHS or this standard care homes, whereby oh, you're working 3 times this week, you're working 4 times next week, and it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. That kind of shift pattern. Most of these care agencies that you pay huge amount of money for to get them to sponsor you, many of them don't even have shift pattern. I know someone who probably work from Monday to Sunday, 8 to 8 p.m. And the 8 to 8 p.m. is not 12 hours. She get paid about just 5 hours because it's domiciliary care. And she doesn't even have control over her shift. She can just be at home and she get a call. Oh, hey, can you go cover this particular shift? And she has to, because if she doesn't, some of these care agencies tends to threaten them and tell you, oh, if you don't do this, I'll have to take away my sponsorship. And many people are really in a fix, in a dilemma, in a tight situation, and they are stuck. Trust me, I'm saying this because I have access to, having chat with a lot of people. So many people are stuck in this care job. So please, any care job that's not going to give you sponsorship without you having to pay tens of thousands of pounds, please, it's not worth it. I'm saying this categorically, it's not worth it, and people definitely need to be aware of this situation. So if you know anyone in this situation, please state in the comment section. This might help someone make the right decision. I know many people are still paying even till date. Till I still know someone who paid this week. Paid a huge. I think he paid about £17,000 for sponsorship for 5 years, And this is after telling people not to, people still end up doing it. I understand desperation and all of that. So yeah, if you know anyone who has been in the situation of getting their visa revoked, please state in the comment section. So this help people really help them make more informed decision when it comes to paying for sponsorship in the United Kingdom. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.